What is up, YouTube? This is Pretentious Kiwi here. This is my first video ever, and I was not expecting it to be a drama video, but this is some pretty recent stuff that I wanted to get out there. Now, a little bit of context as to why I'm gonna do the thing in the way that I'm gonna do it. I had already reacted to TAO's video earlier this morning. However, I thought to myself, do I really want my first video on YouTube ever to be drama? No. So I kind of changed my mind. But then after watching Tectone and HexJuice and VXV talk about it, I decided to give my input on the whole situation. So I had already deleted my original footage. Instead, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna quote unquote react to Tao's video, which sucks because now that I think about it, I'm giving him more views on the same video, which is crazy. But I do want to cover this. I will say right now, I don't like Tao, especially not after watching his video. I am biased in favor of HexJuice. I think she's an amazing content creator. The fact that she's Hispanic kind of, resonates with me for obvious reasons. And I do think she has a lot of interesting things to say, and I enjoy her videos quite a bit. So yeah, like I said, I already watched this video. I'm not gonna cover a lot of stuff that has already been said by any of the three people that I mentioned before, HexJuice, Tectone, and or VXV, because I'm sure they're gonna do their own thing. If they don't, then it is what it is. I want to talk about how I feel about the whole situation, what I think is right or wrong. I just want to put my opinion out there, you know, as someone that is completely unrelated with the whole situation. So, yeah, we're going to watch the video. I am probably going to be skipping the stuff that doesn't really add a lot to what I want to say, which is going to be a lot of a big chunk of this 46-minute video. Let's get right into it, and I'll try to make this as organized as possible, but I like to deviate a lot from my main idea, so we'll see how that goes.
Guys, this is going to be a fucking phenomenal video for you today. Are you
Spoiler alert, it wasn't. It was one of the worst videos that anyone could have ever released.
guys ready for some drama? Some tea spilt, if you will. Well, actually, not really much of a drama, but I might as well call it one because apparently to the content creator I'm going to be talking about today, all I want to do is talk about drama.
So 26 seconds into the video, that's already the first lie. She called him a drama baiter once, and that's enough reason for him to make this statement, which is a pretty big statement considering where it comes from, right?
let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about a content creator named HexJuice. And the reason we're going to be talking about her today.
By the way, if you somehow found this video and you don't know anything about HexJuice, somehow, go subscribe to her channel. She makes amazing content.
She wasn't really happy with my last video, okay? She wasn't really fond of it, if I would say. In fact,
I have to say, I I have to say, I did watch the Smash or Pass video on stream, and I thought it was extremely off-putting. It made me feel towards Tao the same thing that Atsu claims he felt towards Braxophone, except mine was a legitimate reason. However, I wasn't sure of what he was talking about at the beginning because again, I found out about all these in the morning as soon as I woke up. When I got to this part of the video, I was dying laughing because this dude really made that video and expected no one to get mad, even though he said people were gonna get mad. I don't know.
really fond of it, if I would say. In fact,
Of course, she's not fond of it. You ended up saying that she has no talent, and the only reason why she's growing as a content creator is because she is using other creators as clickbait. But we'll get into that later.
not only was she not fond of it, but she was so angry at the video that she proceeded to throw the homie BMO under the bus for intentions that were never really there.
So, if you only watch this video, I feel like Tao makes a really good job at making you believe that Bimo did nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, earlier this morning, when I recorded the first reaction to this video, I was saying that BMO did nothing wrong and that it would be kind of nice and wholesome if he and HexJuice talked things out and fixed it, right? However, after seeing Hex's side of the story, I realized now that BMO was extremely obnoxious, and it is her stream, so if she ends up banning him or not liking him or whatever, he had it coming. He had it coming. He had already been warned.
In order for me to explain this shit show and why I am no longer a huge fan of HexJuice, as
Well, you say that, but then later in the video, you admit that you were never a fan of her to begin with. And we also know why you're not a fan of her. And we know what you did wrong that she responded to that made you not like her. But that's a story for her to tell, not mine.
So I just want to let everyone know, and for everyone watching this video, if you want to start any fucking beef between anybody here, let me take it all in the booty, bro. I want all the smoke to inhale in my lungs, and I'll destroy all HexJuice's live streams. Now, I don't
This guy thinks he's so funny, but he really isn't.
Watch Twitch, nor do I watch live streams, because once again, as I've made abundantly clear in my past content, I really do not want to sit in my chair for 3 to 5 hours almost every single day, watching your crusty ass act like an NPC.
Right, but you'll spend hours trying to find content that was purposefully erased from the internet just so that you can talk shit about another content creator that was not even addressing you to begin with.
May not have a life, but I'd rather waste all of this unemployment time doing something much more productive rather than just sitting down and watching you talk about Tectone for a fucking hour straight and
I hope TAO realizes how stupid he sounds considering we're watching this video right now.
pretend like you're an armchair psychologist. But apparently that's what BMO.
I'm pretty sure she is professionally, like, she went to school for that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I like her psychological analysis of things and explanations. They're pretty cool.
Wanted to do, so all the power to him. So BMO entered the chat, mind you, not revealing that he was actually a content creator larger than both me and HexJuice combined, but rather he was found out to be BMO anyways because, well, his name in the chat is BMO. I want to bring up this point because of course it's going to matter later on in this video. So HexJuice being the
He is not wrong about that, and at this point in time, that's probably the only thing TAO says in the entire video that I agree with. But we'll get to that later.
drama goblin that she fucking is, was talking about Tectone for like the 1 millionth time because she doesn't have anything else to bring to the table. This leads to BMO having a little bit of an agree to disagree conversation about Tectone and how his behavior is, and probably one of my videos of all time, man. That shit is my pride and joy. And BMO informs me about how the moment HexJuice heard what I had said about her,
If that is your pride and joy, he's talking about the gacha smash tier list, by the way. If that is your pride and joy, then you really need to rethink what are your priorities in life, because that video is embarrassing.
she started insulting me, insulting my content, claiming that he was trying to be harmful in the chat even though he wasn't, that he was trying to create some sort of drama between everybody. It was just a whole shit show. And BMO eventually got banned for wanting HexJuice to watch the video further because she was just so offended by it apparently. When I heard this,
No, it's not because she was offended, it's because she didn't want to keep watching it and he kept insisting non-stop and bombarding her chat and spamming.
shit, bro, and I mean, when I heard this shit, I was fucking maniacally laughing in the background, bro, shifting my hands together like an evil villain because I was so excited to finally have a reason to call out this content creator. And
So you stopped liking her after the whole situation, but now you're saying that you've been waiting for a reason to call her out. Make it make sense, bro.
the bullshit that she's constantly on. But there was just one problem. The VOD of the live stream, or whatever they're called, was apparently taken out by HexJuice after everything was said and done. This means that effectively, even if I wanted to make a video calling out HexJuice for this bullshit, I wouldn't actually have any proof of what had occurred. I could just go off of what BMO said, but both of us agreed that wasn't enough, and the consequences of trying to expose HexJuice for what she had done to BMO unfairly and what she had said about me would be too great because she's the only person who has actual video proof of what happened and what was said, but won't.
She had no video proof because she deleted it because she didn't want to make drama out of this. She didn't want any drama to come from this situation. She tried to bury the hatchet by not addressing it at all. And you, Tao, went out of your way to make a 1 hour long video, almost an hour long video on the whole thing. But she's the deranged one, right?
Release it. I thought about contacting some of the people on her server for information of what had happened or to see if the situation was talked about in the chat, but I knew that those cock gobblers probably wouldn't give me shit anyways, and even then, HexJuice, you probably would have done your favorite Reddit moderator activity of purging an entire conversation from the chat simply because you don't like it.
We got some operational definitions wrong. Mods are on high alert for good reason. You've been unbanned. No need to be snippy to my mods.
So, again, now he's criticizing her for moderating her own community. Bro, it's her community. She can do whatever she wants with it. If she doesn't like certain behaviors, if she doesn't like certain situations, she is more than free to put a stop to it. If you're gonna get offended because of it, then that's your problem.
Their job is to protect the community. They did what they thought was best. It's been corrected. Move on.
Just a reminder to no one in particular, for no reason at all, that jamming anyone in this server without express permission will get you banned.
Right, because it's weird, but anyway.
I also couldn't give less of a shit because I don't care what you post on Twitter, but also because if I really wanted to see what's on your Twitter...
So now he proceeds to say that he doesn't care about what she says on Twitter. He proceeds to talk about how he doesn't care that he's blocked because he doesn't even use Twitter. Yet he managed to make it a big deal in the video. If you don't care, then why bring it up? But he just had the need to.
You fool! I have 70 alternative accounts!
That's like banning me from your Twitch, but I don't fucking watch Twitch. Like, what do you possibly hope to accomplish? But of course, there was no mention of...
Then why does he care? And of course, there's no mention because she didn't want to bring it up because she didn't want to start any more drama. But here we are because of TAO, not because of HexJuice.
This situation on her Twitter either, so we were kind of stuck for a moment. We didn't have any proof any of this actually went on, so all me and Bima could do was just wait and hope and pray that she made a video out of this, which she obviously wouldn't, so that...
Which, by the way, it's already weird enough that you were waiting for her to make a video just so that you can make a response on it, but what he does next is even worse and more insane.
Way I can in turn make a video about her on this situation, because there was no way that we could obtain the VOD. I mean, there was absolutely no way that we could literally get footage of something that she personally took down. I mean, seriously, like, there's just no actual physical way that we could get this done.
Oh, yeah!
I'm gonna fucking get it.
Crazy, insane, lunatic behavior, but whatever.
Live stream, obviously I'm not going to go over everything that's said inside of it, because to be honest, most of it is just a tectonic glaze and Olympic 3-hour mark. Take any tectonic needs to go in. Do you think being rude and disrespectful under the gaze of being brutally honest is not, in my opinion?
In my opinion, no hate, just my opinion. I think that you should put a value on being respectful to people who are respectful.
Now, just to prove that I'm not a HexJuice stick writer, this is an opinion that I actually disagree with. I think that it makes you the bigger person when you are respectful to everyone, even people that don't respect you. Now, just because you are cordial and respectful doesn't mean that you have to be nice to them. But you don't have to return the same type of negative energy. That is what I think. However, I'm not going to hold it against anyone if they choose to not be respectful towards people that are not respectful to them. Because that is a perfectly valid way to feel.
I don't think that people who are disrespectful to you deserve the energy it takes for you to speak respectfully about them. I don't think people have the right to be passively shady and disrespectful and not get called out on it and not have people be like, not have people shit on you for it. You shouldn't walk on breadcrumbs, agreed, but at the same...
And just to clarify, what I mean with that is if someone does me wrong, I'm not gonna act like we're buddies. I'm not gonna be like, oh, hi on the street. But I'm also not gonna call them a piece of shit if I see them, you know? I'm just gonna ignore them. Which I think that's a respectful way to not deal with someone that I don't like. If that makes any sense. I mean, if it doesn't, then it is what it is. Let me know in the comments.
Same time, in my opinion, it's easier to be brutally honest. It's hard to think of a nicer way to frame your opinion. I guess it's the problem I'm having with what you're saying is that, like, you are talking about, like, kind of two different types of relationships. And I don't know which one you want me to respond to, because in personal relationships, it's different than in these, like, public squabbles of drama.
So this is how the whole agree to disagree
By the way, I completely forgot she said that if it's about drama, then yeah, no, it's eye for an eye. I'm thinking of a more like real life situation.
conversations
But that's not even relevant to the whole topic here, so I don't know why I'm bringing it up.
starts between B-Mao and HexJuice. This isn't really that important as it's just HexJuice performing her top tier armchair psychologist skills, but you can also notice how B-Mao so far has kept the conversation playing
Nicely doesn't mean anything. Two,
Okay,
you
this
don't
is
have
important.
to do anything. Your opinion that people have to say things nicely doesn't mean anything. And you can't make people do that either. You, on your value system, have to take into account how you sound. Nobody has to give a fuck about your value system. You can't control that people don't want to have the same value system about wanting to be a nice person. It really hurt my feelings.
So let me repeat what she said in simpler words for those that didn't understand, because clearly people like TAO don't understand what she just said. She said, you are entitled to your own opinion, but the rest of the world doesn't have to agree with it. I'm bringing it up now because that is important. Later in the video, you're gonna realize why TAO is full of shit. But we'll get there. Just
And that was very
Just be
disrespectful
patient.
that you did that. And if people do crazy, disrespectful shit, that you do not owe them your kindness.
Eventually, Hex starts to wonder who B-Mao is, not because of B-Mao alluding to her in any way that he is a content creator beforehand, but due to her own viewers still recognizing him, and even she starts to become curious about who he is.
I still tried to talk it out with them. I didn't call out, hey, this was over a period of a couple months, to be clear. You know? This is over a period of a while.
so again, I'm not gonna entertain it too much, but basically this guy Kazuma is the one that says that BMO, or like brings up the fact that BMO is a content creator. BMO didn't say it. True. For some reason, Tao thinks that HexJuice is a bad person because she kept insisting in that BMO was here like acting like a big content creator and whatnot. And I agree with him, with Tao. BMO is not the one that brought it up. It was her viewer, but I don't like this viewer, and you'll see why later.
And so, who the fuck is B-Mao? I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. A Genshin streamer? Sorry for derailing. I don't watch quite a while. This is something that I kind of fell into. Because it's also like, watch
Okay, this
Genshin.
is another point that I forgot to bring up, but I wanted to, so I'm gonna do it right now.
I don't watch content creators. I don't watch Genshin content creators.
All right, so she says I don't watch content creators, and Tao is trying to expose her as a liar by showing her videos where she is reacting to Genshin content creators. Now, just because she does that for a living doesn't mean that she's actively watching Genshin content creators on her free time. She doesn't need to know who BMO is. So this point right here, I think it's completely stupid.
Fast forward to the point where B-Mao finally asks Hex to watch my Smash tier list video, and you will throughout this interaction find that B-Mao becomes pretty adamant and somewhat pushy for Hex to react to the video, but that's only because B-Mao himself apparently really enjoyed the video to such an extent as he
Right, because unlike HexJuice, you didn't insult BMO.
personally told me before, and also because he just wanted this video. You explicitly stated that your opinion that people have to say things nicely doesn't mean anything, and you can't worried I'm going to be mean to you like Mtash. You even asked.
Oh, and then, sorry, I'm not even gonna entertain him again. He is basically stating that HexJuice is being hypocritical because she said, what was it? Where's the quote? He said,
that people don't want to have the same value anything, and you
Your
can't
opin-
make people do that either.
your opinion that people have to say things nicely doesn't mean anything, and you can't make people do that either. He's basically implying that because HexJuice said this, she can't be wary of content where she's being treated badly, right? When that is not at all what she said, and that doesn't make her a hypocrite. It has absolutely nothing to do with this.
You can't control that people don't want to have the same value system. About you're worried I'm going to be mean to you like MTash. You even ask your mods to watch the video to dictate whether or not you should watch it because you don't want to get mad and waste your time responding on it apparently.
Y'all can tell me the exact time
And what's so wrong about that?
timestamp and if he's actually being nice. I'm not gonna react. It's a Genshin. I have to respond to this if I'm
Unquote pissing you off with my opinion about you in the video, and if I
Just because Bimo says it's funny but unhinged doesn't mean that she can't be mad at it because you insulted her. Again, I'm talking like I'm speaking with TAO, which I'm not.
not the Vine boom.
I am going to be cancelled from this video. I am going to be cancelled from
Not the fucking Vine boon, bro. Not the fucking Vine boon, bro. I am bringing the Twitch meta.
Only reason why I even thought of leaving this part of the video, even though it's completely irrelevant, is because it is so irrelevant that at this point it just comes off as a petty comeback.
Smash list that I didn't find out for 3 days later about. I've been told that I've been made fun of for clickbaiting Tectone in my thumbnails, which I've said that I do very openly. So let's see.
HexJuice. I think I've heard of this person before, so I'm gonna go and check out their channel to make sure. Okay, just looks like your standard, normal, completely original Genshin YouTube channel. That's definitely not using the faces and names of larger content creators to boost her own viewership because she knows she can't get nearly as much by herself.
If you had left it at the first part, no, actually, it's completely unredeemable. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Of course, she's gonna be mad at that fucking out of place comment. It is so out of place, so unnecessary. But now Tao is acting like it's weird that she was mad at him for saying that. Like, what did he think was gonna happen?
You know something, HexJuice? You're not necessarily wrong in the fact that you're doing your job as a content creator and making people click on your videos with clickbait. It's just more of a moral principle for you to not directly mislead people with your content. But I guess you don't have any moral principles, or maybe your armchair psychologist brain has an opinion against them, because if you actually had any respect for your
So now he's arguing that she can't have Tecton's face on the thumbnails because then if Tecton is not in the video, then she's just being disingenuous, which makes zero sense to me. She's just clickbaiting. It is a normal tactic that everyone uses. Guess who's gonna be in my thumbnail?
audience, and even for this community, you wouldn't be so hasty to blatantly clickbait individuals with your videos.
How many views do your videos get? Just curious. You seem to have less subscribers.
Oh man, I forgot about this. I'm about to expose this guy. Hold up. I'm just gonna set it up, okay? There we go. That's better. All right. I'm just gonna set this up because this is gonna be really, really funny in a moment. Or actually, just popular. And popular. There we go. Okay, let's go.
As well.
The tits joke is so overdone. I'm done with it.
I will say there is a reality. Putting human faces on thumbnails means that you get more clicks. The human brain
True.
likes to see a human face. If you
Well, his jokes are not funny. It's that simple. She ain't laughing. She doesn't have to laugh.
you don't have your face as human face. What the fuck are these videos?
You know, this part always kills me the most because we can clearly see that HexJuice's goal here was to try to justify her own reasoning as to putting larger
Wait
content
for it.
creators' faces into her thumbnails by
Wait
trying to
for
make
it.
the argument that putting real faces in thumbnails gains more views. But then she quickly realized, as she scrolled down my channel as well, that most of my videos don't have people's faces in them, but they still do great in views, sometimes amazing and sometimes phenomenal. And then she realized she didn't actually have an argument, especially when she also realized that my videos as a whole have done way better than anything she's ever done so far. But if we
All right, now let's fact check. HexJuice 23, 22, 17, 16, 14, 12, 12, 12, 11, 10, 10, 10, 9.4, 9.4, 8.8, 6.4, 6, 7, 4.7. Wait, what? This is supposed to be. You know what? It's fine. 4.7, 4.7, 3.9, 3.5, 3.4. Her first video has only 400 views, then 600 views, then 1,000 views. All right. So as you can see, she's pretty consistent with numbers. She's doing pretty well, especially her newest videos. Aside from the whole Tecton exposure arc with the whole Atsu drama. Now, TAO, you have one video with 186,000 views. Amazing. Then one with 77 views. Also amazing amount of views. However, let's look at the type of video that it is. Of course, it's going to gain traction. Then I don't know how this got 40,000, but it is what it is. 42,000 by covering the drama. So that has the drama buff. 20, 14, 13, 12. Wow. Wow. All of a sudden, we see a drop. And now a lot of your videos are not doing that hot, with your lowest videos being 170,000 or just 170 views. So that argument is trash. You've been a content creator for longer, and your videos are not as consistent as Hex's in terms of how good they do, right? So even that argument is complete bullshit.
videos usually get their views from the title, because if what people are searching
I will give him that titles are more important than thumbnails, but don't pretend that thumbnails don't matter. If you name something, a matter of fact, let's just use her as an example again. HexJuice. Here we go. No, actually, that has text in the title. Let's use Mr. Pokey. If you relate you're a gacha addict, what do you think is gonna drive more views? A picture of HexJuice and Genshin Impact in the background and the blackboard on the side? Or Mr. Pokey? With the same title. Mr. Pokey is gonna drive so much more traffic that it's not even a discussion. It's not even up for discussion. It is just a fact.
for is in your video title, your video is gonna get views. It's a help, but it's not the main reason videos get views.
But
I
it is
don't
a very
know.
big one.
I don't know about this one. You got a lot of views on some of these videos.
Well, you self-admitted to the fact that you clickbait people with your content. I'm assuming that since you clickbait people willingly, you already know your content doesn't have that much value in the first place compared to other.
No, it actually has a lot of value, but clickbaiting makes it even better in terms of how well it does. It just helps so much that even if the content is good, the clickbait makes it so that more people are gonna watch it. If no one clicks on it, then no one can find out that it's good to begin with, right?
More creative and inventive creators in this space, right? No, as if it already wasn't. You know what? Just any one of these videos can work. You know what? I'll just pick this one. Why not?
You actually try to go a few layers deeper.
Holy shit!
I mean, look, actually look like their model. Yeah, shockingly.
And now he attacks her physical looks, her physical appearance, even though he has never seen her in real life. There is something that I cannot stand, and it's when people attack other people based on things that they can't change. But that's not even the worst part. For all we know, HexJuice is hot as fuck. There's no way for us to know. She's a VTuber. So you attacking her based on her appearance is just not a good look. It's cringe. It's just stupid, and this applies to everyone else. Now, obviously, they're not talking about the entire Genshin Impact content creators smash tier list because that's not the point of this whole drama. But guess what? He makes comments on a lot of people's physical appearance throughout the entire video, and that's one of the main reasons why I didn't like it. The other one being that he sexualizes pretty much every woman in it. Let's keep watching.
I don't have fucking bat ears and bat wings. He pulled out everything that every YouTube commenter's ever said.
Every day is talk about another man in your stream in front of your husband. Really gotta
Literally, she might have maybe 5 videos where she talks about Tectone.
suck to suck for him. Oh, and how about this? If your husband is so creative and intelligent, then why don't you ask him to point some of that creativity to your channel? I think you'll actually start to make your own original content of substance for once.
Yeah.
That's how you know he doesn't watch her videos, because she actually makes really good content. Also, now he's gonna, by the way, I'm just gonna skip through this because it's already been over 30 minutes. I think we have to speed it up a little bit. Now he makes the argument that HexJuice is saying she's not affected by it, that she's not gonna put more energy into the whole situation, and he criticizes her for it because she ends up talking about it for a long time. 2 things. First of all, I think everyone has done that thing where they say, okay, I'm angry at this situation, I'm done, I'm leaving. And then they turn around immediately after and keep ranting about stuff that pissed them off. I think that's just a normal human reaction that everyone has at some point. Number 1. Number 2, her entire thing is yapping. This girl won't shut up to save her life. So why are you criticizing the way she does content? That makes absolutely no sense. She's doing her job. She's doing fine. She's doing amazing. If you think that's something that you can just attack, like, I don't even know what you're trying to accomplish with it. It's just stupid.
Tectone's burn is he has a big ego and is negative. Whoa. Because I feel like that it's watching creator. I've already said he's gonna claim that I and like drama bait. I guess I just wish it was kind of fun.
That doesn't
Claim and a
matter.
good opinion on every Genshin Impact content creator. Who cares about this person's opinion on every single content creator? Like,
Well, considering that he has no good opinions and his ideas are shit, and he can't take anything seriously, I would not go to him for an opinion. Me personally, that's my opinion. Who cares about mine? I guess we'll find out.
how are you gonna, by the way, how are you gonna like say that my content is unoriginal, you know? And say that I wouldn't get views if I didn't clickbait bigger creators? And then do a 42-minute smash or pass on every single Genshin Impact content creator purposefully trying to farm, getting on their nerves. But
And then a 46-minute video attempting to and failing at canceling HexJuice.
who the fuck gives a shit about this person? Are we taking shots? Because
Bill apparently sent Hex an invite to the podcast, but she ignored it. That's because she's not forced to accept it. That's because she doesn't like BMO at this point. She doesn't like you at this point. She has no reason and no obligation to accept this invite. So what's the problem?
ignored your DM.
Okay, so this is the final part that I'm going to be showing, where Bmao is no longer on the 10-minute timeout in chat, and he returns to make a somewhat hasty apology, just trying to reassure everyone that
Yeah, so he shows the apology. He doesn't show the spam. And that's the reason why he got banned. But let's just skip through it. This is not about BMO.
I don't know who y'all are. Y'all are coming into my chat like I'm supposed to know.
Which, by the way, I thought it was mind-blowing that Yango was here. Like, dude just came in and took friendly fire.
Who every fucking person is.
He
don't know
was
who y'all
not
are.
trying to get involved.
And I'm not trying to be
You were not mentioned. Holy back reading. I don't even know what
disrespectful.
happened there.
I'm not a Genshin Impact content creator.
I just want to cut off right here.
And then this guy, the same guy that pointed out Bima was a content creator, he just goes like, Yango is just a shit poster that Techie reacts to, not important to be honest. I feel like this is unnecessarily hostile, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. It's probably not that big of a deal.
here really quick because this comment annoyed me to a certain fucking level. I don't want to speak about Hex's
And he's obviously going to really focus on that one comment made by not HexJuice, but just a viewer. Like, bro, at this point, he's just trying to see what he can reach for in order to throw hate at HexJuice, which is insane. Again, this is just a viewer.
chat because I know that Twitch chats are usually
his friend, which I didn't know because I don't know you and I don't know your friend, right? And then we're linking Jewel coming into my chat, making it abundantly clear that I'm supposed to know who they are.
So again, this is the only point in the entire video where I'm gonna agree with TAO. It wasn't BMO that said, yo, I'm a content creator. It was this guy, Kazuma.
Promoting or sending me.
But then he attacks HexJuice because she didn't acknowledge it. Like, girls heated at this point. And now, of course she's not gonna notice. She's not reading some random comments on chat. She's trying to deal with BMO.
I want to say beforehand that me and Bmao have truly only known one another as friends for at least a week and a half max. We're not
Well, for being someone that you've met for a week and a half only, or that you've known for a week and a half, you are definitely going the extra mile to defend him.
deep like that, but we're pretty cool with one another, and I'm not against his boycott as much as I used to be. We're pretty average friends. He's a homie to me. Now, I did not perpetrate Bmao going into HexJuice's livestream to antagonize her with my video. That was neither one of our intentions. What was said about Hex and her part was my honest.
So let's just keep in mind, he said it was not my intention to antagonize her with my video. That's important as well.
Got opinion about her and her content, and she chose to take offense to that. Bmao, on the other hand, was not.
He's saying that like he didn't just insult her. It's like me walking up to you and saying, yo, your mom is a piece of shit. If you get offended by that, that's your problem, which technically it is. But of course people are gonna get offended at it. Like, what do you expect? It's so stupid, such stupid reasoning.
Not aware that HexJuice would take offense to that, but I did. Allow me to explain why. You see, the thing about Bmao is that HexJuice perpetrated him to be some sort of drama baiter by linking her my video that didn't have very nice things said about her within it.
Bimo literally went to her chat, said, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. I'm gonna stop. He kept saying it. It's funny, it's funny, it's funny, you should watch it. Then she watches it and you attack her for no reason, Tao. Of course, she's going to think it's drama baiting. Of course, that's the way she's gonna take it. What did you expect?
Or respectful things for that matter. Bmao's intention was never to do this on purpose, and I know it was never his intention to purposefully anger HexJuice or start was content creator. Drama, and what was start was he is a university student. He doesn't have the time to be in drama, nor would not know what to get about Bmao into it. But unfortunately, Bmao ran into the one content creator who believes everything and everyone should and can be drama, and she twisted his intentions to the chat into something way different. Hex, if your ass watches this, Bmao had no genuine intention of starting anything with you with that video.
I actually think this is true. I don't think Bimo went in that chat with the intention of starting anything. And guess what? Hex did not take it kindly because from her perspective, it was drama baiting. Bimo was trolling. She dealt with a situation that she didn't want to have in her community, in her stream, in her chat, and decided not to make more of it by not posting anything and by deleting the VOD. Yet again, here we are, not because of Hex, but because of TAO. It's important to understand this is because of TAO.
Was genuinely telling the truth that he thought the video was really funny and he just wanted you to react to it. Because you see, Hex, I understand that your ego is
And the video was not funny. It was disrespectful to most people in it.
Too big and your fucking brain is too small to understand that just because you don't find my video funny doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't, because humor is subjective, which you may not find funny, somebody else would. And
yes, humor is subjective, but insulting people just for the sake of it is not funny. If you're gonna throw punches at someone to be funny, you gotta make sure that it is actually funny.
B-Mal genuinely loved my Smash tier list video, so he wanted you to react
Of course, he liked the Smash video because all TAO did was talk nice things about BMO. He didn't do that with HexJuice, so why would she like the video? That is such stupid reasoning, like most of the things he says in this.
to your part and Tectone's with no malicious intent. And I will admit, HexJuice, I purposefully took that jab at your channel and hyperfixated on your tits because I knew that is exactly what pisses you off, because you're
So he hyperfixated on her tits and he threw punches or threw what? Sorry, English hard, English running out.
Tectones with no malicious intent. And I will admit, HexJuice, I purposefully took that jab at your channel.
Jab, sorry, not punch, jab. So now he's admitting that he did that on purpose from the moment the first video was being produced. But at the beginning of the video, he was saying that he had no reason to dislike HexJuice before this whole thing happened. So that's just bullshit. So where's the truth? Where's the lie? This guy is just contradicting himself like crazy.
And hyperfixated on your tits because I knew.
And if you did it to piss her off, then why are you surprised that she's pissed off? It makes no sense.
That is exactly what pisses you off, because you're an extremely entitled person with a short temper. I knew that part of the video would.
First of all, she's not entitled at all. If you say that about anyone, they're gonna feel insulted. And number two, see, I'm gonna say this because I am Hispanic. I'm allowed to say it. I catch any of y'all saying this, we're gonna have an issue. Okay? Of course she's short-tempered. She's Hispanic. That's what we do. We get angry. It's so over. It's done. It's done. I ended my career before it even began.
Piss you off if you saw it, and that was partly my goal with your part. But B-Mal didn't know that because he just had good intentions. He thought it was funny, and he didn't know you were going to take such great offense to it. He thought you would just have a quick laugh like a normal fucking adult and move on about the day. But then you
who in their right mind would think that's something she would laugh at? That is the most illogical conclusion you could have come to.
Spiraled the situation and his presence in your chat.
That is so funny. That is so funny. This dude that I don't know just said that I am talentless and the only reason why I'm doing good in content creation is because I'm using someone else's. Like, brother, no one is gonna react that way. By the way, I'm not trying to imitate HexJuice with that. That is, whew, no. That's just... Damn, I'm sorry. That's a throwback. If that is the reaction that they expected, whether it was BMO, whether it was TAO, that is just a stupid, unrealistic expectation.
Into something entirely different that he wanted no part of. And the whole time he doesn't understand what he did that was so wrong because you fucking overreacted more than...
Yes, he does know what he did wrong. He absolutely knows. That's why he had a long-ass conversation with you trying to figure out how to call her out.
The goddamn Chernobyl nuclear plant. So when he realized he made a mistake, he tried apologizing. He tried explaining himself, explaining that he actually meant no harm by what he had done. But you didn't fucking care because you only view things through a drama lens, right?
Because she doesn't have to accept his apology.
Rather than through a human lens. You villainized him in the chat, saying all sorts of things like he's here to perpetrate drama with me, how he was trying to make it so abundantly clear in the chat that he was a content creator when there's literal proof that he never once did that, but it was instead your...
That's how it came off. That is how it understandably came off.
Own members that wouldn't shut the fuck up about him being a content creator in the first place.
It was one guy.
They literally tried to tell you this, but you chose not to listen. And the reason why B-Man was so pushy about you reacting to Tectone's part is because all you do is talk about Tectone. You talk about Tectone 24/7 without taking a break. That's all you do.
No, it's more like an hour per stream. It's not that much. It's not 24/7. 24/7 is a long time.
and that's all your content is because he's your daddy that you have to suck off every other day to get a reaction video and some views out of.
Just like he did on the freaking V stream today. Because he's gonna bring this up, but let's not pretend that my boy TAO here was not trying to suck Tectone balls deep. If anyone was doing some dick sucking, dick riding, it was TAO. Holy shit, my guy folded so fast as soon as Tectone entered that call.
He was just curious as to how you'd react to the Tectone part because you always talk about him. He was genuinely just passionate and curious, but instead, you chose to villainize him and his misunderstood actions, and you banned him from your Twitch. And not only did you ban him from your Twitch, but you banned him from your Discord, you blocked him on Twitter, which is a bit hypocritical, don't you fucking think?
No, it's not. Because she never said that it was wrong that Atsu blocked her. She just pointed it out. So that's not being a hypocrite.
Even when he tried DMing you on Twitter and tried to explain his situation and work things out, you still blocked him anyway. I know that feeling of being helpless trying to explain yourself in a situation with the odds against you because everybody else has significantly more power than you. You placed Beamout in that situation for no reason, even when he tried to apologize in your chat and explain himself, in which you never deserved the apology anyways, by the way. But of course, when it comes to these people and their safe spaces, we value keeping things
If anyone deserves an apology in this whole situation, it's Hex.
on topic and peaceful 24/7 rather than trying to resolve and understand the issue like actual adults and not fuck somebody in the ass because they're not a part of us. That's all.
Actually, she's the one that did the adult thing by not bringing more attention to the drama, or attempting to. And then TAO did the childish, immature thing by going so far as to recover a deleted VOD just so that he could make a 46-minute video.
All I have to say about Beamout. Pretty sure I've said his piece and his feelings that he himself can't say, so now I'm going to address
Yeah, he can. He can make a video about it. He's the bigger creator out of all of y'all.
what HexJuice said about me and my content. So HexJuice, I really don't know where to begin with you. I don't even think I care enough to entertain every single little thing you said about me.
Right, but you made a 46-minute video, and now you're gonna spend the last 6 minutes of that 46-minute video specifically addressing that.
Me and my content. But whether or not you like to admit it, my video got you pretty heated. And you can't deny it because you spent the entire later half of the live stream just whining and bitching about me. But you said a lot of things about my content that was very interesting. Like how you said that my video was drama baiting because I was trying to antagonize the content creator.
You literally said you were hoping you would get a reaction out of HexJuice by saying those things about her channel and her tits. So that's as far as I know, that's drama baiting.
Creators in the video. No, that simply just wasn't the goal. The video was simply made as a fun, stupid idea that I never actually expected to get canceled.
It was stupid,
from.
alright.
The usual joke is when you talk about something so out of pocket and controversial, you usually get cancelled. Not to mention, you're truly the one to talk about drama baiting when you literally got your panties in a twist because M-Tash called you a fucking chick. Your entire career is
And she learned from that situation and she grew from it and she acknowledged that she was in the wrong about the things that she was wrong about. Damn, I am so good at English.
I don't understand where the fuck you're getting on your high horse from. We are literally 2K subs apart. We are both arguably small content creators, and even then my videos still get a significantly larger amount of views compared to yours.
No,
I feel like the
no, they
only
don't.
reason you feel as high as you are is because you're getting acknowledged by larger content creators such as, well, obviously Tectone, and Tectone reacts to your videos, so you feel like you're more important and holy and endowed than other content creators. You wanna know what's the funniest thing about that, HexJuice? Beamout is literally 100 times larger than you, bro. You're actually beneath him in terms of both subs and attention. So I don't understand where you're getting this ego from, but I think you need to know your place a little faster. But what really killed me about what you said was when you stated that you'd only want to have drama or deal with content creators who are bigger than you or make more money than you. The funniest part
Of course, because if someone is gonna talk shit about you, you might as well make money out of it, right?
part about this is that Beanbao is, again, fucking bigger than you. But what really kills me about this statement is that this is the first time I've been genuinely appalled by what a content creator has said. You have effectively confirmed yourself to be a sellout and a gold digger, because the moment I heard those words come out of your mouth,
Gold digger. Wow.
I instantly thought gold digger. You couldn't care less about the people who are even slightly below you. Instead, you only care about the content creators who can give you more views and attention. You know, with all of this combined,
Of
this only
course.
makes it worse and worse for your husband. I mean, imagine marrying a woman and all she does every day
I'm not
bad for
gonna entertain the whole attacking her husband thing.
your husband, dude. This VOD, because to be honest, with you saying stuff like this, I don't even think I need to add my own comments and just let you speak for yourself, because this sounds pretty bad. But you know what? I could go on and on about your bullshit, but really and truly, I don't want this video to pass an hour. I don't think you deserve it. So I'll say this, HexJuice. I know the game you're trying to play. It's a very easy game in the gacha CC space. Put Tecton in your videos, let him react to it, hope he agrees on it, and prosper if he likes you. But you
I'm gonna try to do that at some point. Let's see if it works out for me.
have evolved to the legendary role of being a Tectone yes man. Your full-time job is having a parasocial relationship with Tectone and glazing him 24/7, so that way he in turn glazes you and you guys profit off of one another with your communities. If you want to play this game, I have no problem with it. If you want to clickbait your own, it's yours. And like your King Tectone, I wasn't gonna say anything until I was provoked to do so. And then you did
You were not provoked to do so. She did the opposite of provoking you, which was leave the topic alone. You chose to do this. Yeah, no, I feel like we covered most of the stuff. I don't really care about covering anything else on this video. A lot of people already did. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there. I think TAO is a clown. Yeah, no, I think most of this has already been covered. I just wanted to put my opinion out there, and that's all I got for this situation. I'm not gonna address it anymore. I don't really care about it anymore. I stopped caring earlier. I was not even gonna upload this, but I thought, why the hell not? And yeah, I mean, definitely, if you see this, if you find out about HexJuice through me somehow, first of all, mind blowing. Second, definitely give her an opportunity. Go watch her videos. Subscribe to her. She's an amazing content creator. With that said, leave a comment telling me what you think about the whole situation. Like this video and make sure to subscribe if you want more gacha related content. Most of my content is not gonna be like this. I will say that right now. As a matter of fact, I have a little Sparkle video analysis coming soon, not on the character herself, but on her trailer. And yeah, we'll see where this journey takes us. Thank you for watching and have a good one.